is Jason Perkins, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode in my Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. I'm an attorney who specializes in Georgia workers' compensation cases. I created this series of videos because I wanted to provide people who've been injured at work with helpful information about Georgia workers' compensation law and the rules and benefits available to them under that law. Today, I want to talk to you about 4 things you should know about Georgia workers' compensation. First thing I want to talk to you about is that if you're injured at work, you actually have the right to select a doctor that you want to treat with. And a lot of times your employer insurance company may not tell you that, even though they're supposed to. That you can't pick any doctor you want. Which doctor you can pick is going to depend on whether your employer has complied with the requirements that they're supposed to follow about posting a panel of workers' compensation physicians. A panel of physicians is a list of at least 6 doctors. Your employer gets to pick which doctors go on that panel of physicians, but you actually get to choose which one of those doctors is going to be your treating doctor. And you also can change one time from the doctor you picked on the panel of physicians to another doctor if you want to do so. Now, if your employer didn't fulfill the requirements correctly, if they didn't post the panel or didn't explain it or didn't meet certain other rules, you may be able to actually pick any doctor you want to treat you in your workers' compensation case. So this is an important right to know about because your medical treatment is one of the most important parts of your case. Second thing you should know about is that you should receive income benefits from workers' compensation if your injury causes you to have lost earnings. What I mean by this is workers' compensation should pay you wage loss benefits if you're losing money because of your injury at work. You can lose money one of 2 different ways. One is you can be completely out of work as a result of your injury. Your doctor says you can't work at all. In that case, you should receive something called temporary total disability benefits. If you're able to work, but you're earning less money because of your injury, either because you're in a job that pays you less or you're not able to work as many hours as you could before you got hurt, then you should receive something called temporary partial disability benefits, which pays you when you're working but making less money as a result of your injury. Either way, though, if you're earning less because of your injury, you should be receiving some sort of income benefits from workers' compensation. The third thing that you need to know about is there are deadlines in your workers' compensation claim. There's actually many different deadlines. There's a deadline for giving your employer notice about your injury at work. That's generally 30 days from when your injury happened. You should give it as soon as possible, but if you give it outside of 30 days, you may lose your workers' compensation case, even if you otherwise had a good case. Second deadline that's important to know is generally you have a year from when your injury occurred to file a claim. If you don't file your claim within a year, you may completely lose your right to receive workers' compensation benefits. The third major deadline that it could apply in your case is something called the change in condition statute of limitations, which says that if you go a certain period of time without getting income benefits, either temporary total disability or temporary partial disability, you may lose the right to ever get those income benefits again. And if you go long enough, you may also lose the right to get permanent partial disability benefits. It's important to know about these deadlines to make sure that you get things filed on time and that you don't lose benefits that you should otherwise receive. The fourth thing that's important to know about your workers' compensation case is that you can get a free consultation with a workers' compensation attorney. There's a good chance if you've got a serious injury at work that you don't understand Georgia's workers' compensation law completely. Hopefully this is the first time you've ever had to deal with a workers' compensation case. It's important to understand your rights. As I mentioned, there's deadlines for filing your claim and there's certain benefits you should receive if you've had an injury at work. So talking to someone who specializes in workers' compensation about your case can be an important thing to do to get answers to your questions. Now, many people worry about the cost of speaking with a workers' compensation attorney, but the good thing is that you can talk to an attorney for free many times. I'd be happy to talk to you for free about your workers' compensation case if you want to set up a time to get your questions answered and to find out if there's something that I could do to help you with your case. If you'd like to set up a free consultation about your case with me, there's 2 easy ways that you can. The first is by visiting our website, which is www.perkinslawtalk.com, and you can complete and submit the free consultation request form that we have there, and someone from my office will contact you and get a consultation scheduled. You can do that. Or the other way that you can get a consultation set up is by calling our office at the phone number on the bottom of the screen. Someone from our workers' compensation team will be happy to get a consultation for you scheduled with me. I'd like to thank you for watching this video today. I want to wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injury.